path and the worldly path are run opposite directions.
Yeah. The Buddha said the worldly path goes this way, the spiritual path goes this way. Very hard to combine.
Even spiritually, it takes time for you to mature. It takes time, like, keep penetrating, keep contemplating, and then slowly, you see clearer, then you get little bit better.
Sincerity the most important, whether you are sincere to walk that path or not. A lot of people are not, they say only they want to walk the spiritual path, but they cannot let go, you see. If they cannot let go, then they have to let go.
It's not that sincerely they wanted to, then they have something that they want to let go. They wanted to because they know that this is the path that will help you, and you don't have, let's say you do well, you may attain something, but then there's also another part that they keep doing it.
Generally, people who have a good life, you have a lot of money and all that, generally it's more difficult to let go. But in the suttas, the Buddha, there's one sutta, I think in the Majjhima Nikaya, the Buddha says that is not always the case. The Buddha quoted a case of a poor man, and his wife is ugly looking and old, and he's got empty house, got nothing, owe people money and all that. Still, you ask him to let go also, he cannot let go. See, not necessarily that he's poor, he can let go. On the other hand, you may have somebody from a very rich family like Siddhartha Gotama. The wife is young and beautiful and the family is rich. In spite of all that, also he let go and go off. So it's the time, every one of us, we have a time. Whether your time has come or not. When your time has come, nobody can hold you back.
That means when times come, is it gradually?
Yeah.
Gradually you will understand that you will It's not like one time you just...
No. If you let go too fast, then you will also go back. Yeah. No. No. When we see the light of the Dhamma, it's not a physical light. It's the understanding of the Dhamma.
Logically, the dependent origins, logically you can understand, but it's really sort of the understanding or seeing it. What do you really mean by that?
You have to
comprehend or what?
You have to go through more suttas and then meditate more, and then slowly, over the years, you will slowly digest. You cannot rush one.
Yeah, logically, when you read and this, you sort of understand, this kind of let go, change, but you really can't appreciate or comprehend.
Takes time. Also, you must know why we want to know this sequence, because we want to break this chain. So you want to break this chain, you also have to understand where you can break. There are 12 links there. You cannot simply break at any point one. There only one place only you can break. That one later you have to understand. Now you haven't studied enough sutta, you don't know that.
Yeah, one thing I don't know whether it's appropriate to bring up this, because I went for the meditation. You always talk about the breaking point is at the feeling part. That is where you do the scanning of the body and try when the feeling comes up, you catch yourself on that.
Not so easy.
Yeah.
Not so easy.
Because especially when the anger anger comes up, it's already you flare up already before you.
I know of one teacher of this particular meditation. He was practicing and teaching for many years, and finally he realized it doesn't work. Just to see it is not enough. Just like the mindfulness, a lot of people think you practice mindfulness, see your defilements, then you can get rid of it. No, because the defilements are deep-rooted. Deep-rooted. You can see it, but you cannot pull out the roots. The only way to pull out the roots is to go down to the roots. And how to go down to the roots? Go deep into your mind. That's why samadhi is so important. When we cultivate samadhi, the deeper samadhi you get, the deeper you go into your mind. So when you go deeper into your mind, then only you are able to pull it out. Just mindfulness is not enough. Just like telling somebody, suppose somebody is a drunkard. You tell him drinking is no good. You are harming yourself, you are harming your family, you are not working, your family is suffering and all that. He knows, but he cannot let go. He cannot throw away the bottle. It's his crutch. He's been using that crutch for so many years. You ask him to throw away, he cannot. But if his mind is strong enough, it's different. If his mind is strong enough, then he realizes it's no good for him. He just chuck it off. Whether your mind is strong enough or not. There are some people where the mind is so strong that they can do it. There's one, I think in the Thero Gatha or somewhere, mentioned about one layman. He is a very rich man, and every day he enjoys seeing his slaves dancing and singing for him, and he'll drink liquor until he gets drunk. See all the slaves dancing and drinking for him. But because this person has got what we call good roots, former life he was an ascetic, and the Buddha knew. So the Buddha came to him. So the Buddha just walked past his house. When he saw the Buddha, something from the past struck him, Something from the past struck him. And when he looked at the Buddha, his mind became one point. When he looked at the Buddha, he focused his mind on the Buddha. His mind became one pointed. All his drunkenness he shook off. Then he went to see the Buddha and paid respect to Buddha, everything, and then became a follower of the Buddha. So you see, if you have that strength of mind, that's why samadhi is so important. If your mind is strong, when you focus it on something, it's like a laser beam. So that's why when we hear the Dhamma, for somebody who has a good samadhi, when he hears the Dhamma, he just has to concentrate on it. He'll understand. Whereas a person with a groggy mind, blur mind, how many times he hears the sutta also, it doesn't penetrate. He's like a drunk. Sloth and torpor. A lot of people don't understand the use of samadhi.
When one is meditate, right? There's internal voice. Internal voice. Is it normal?
You have an internal voice talking to you.
In the sense that sometimes you are kind of concentrated and the voice comes up, or you tell yourself, I'm in a constant samadhi state, and that sometimes disturb the concentration and start overthinking.
That probably is the mind is not concentrated enough, so you still have this talking in the mind. Just focus your attention on your object. Don't think about it. Just like sometimes when we are meditating, if your mind is not concentrated enough, you think, today very hot. The sand fly biting my ear, my leg is painful. All these can be said to be stray thoughts. But if your mind is focused on your object, then even the sand fly bite you also you don't notice. Even your leg pain also you don't notice. All these things you don't notice.
Because I'm a drinker, I'm a smoker for 20 years. But I learned the Dhamma, so these focus quick all these things like this.
Oh, so I do to you.
I ask whether all is correct. This automatic knowledge to take medicine, these focus, Dhamma, and holding up.
That's why the Dhamma is so powerful. Like the bandit Angulimala. So many people tried to catch him, so many people tried to kill him. Nobody could fight with him. But the Buddha, just with words of Dhamma, changed him completely. Not much. You have to understand exactly each link one by one. That's why we have to combine our study of the suttas with constant meditation. Meditation is to sharpen our mind. Then we study the suttas to give us that wisdom. Oh, no point. If they want to recite, I think it would be better if they recite in their local language. At least they can understand.
Maybe our mind is not free mind. So something we don't think also become so worries. So if let's say I got this type of habit maybe now, so after I think all this sort of worry, so I listen to CD, so give me peace in it. So the thing won't, the worry all let go. You see, this thing will come to us. As we listen to Dhamma, so let's cool down and calm.
You have the interest in the Dhamma, so when you listen to it, it appeals to you. But some people who don't have the affinity for the Dhamma, they cannot listen.
Cannot release.
Yeah.
So Bhante, all these are very subjective to individual. Individual, their faculty is different.
Yeah. That's why you see people like Devadatta, with the Buddha as a teacher also, he goes to hell. In spite of all his jhanas and psychic power and all that, also he goes to hell. So that's why you have to be very careful.
You said that rebirth is because of craving. Rebirth is because of craving. What about those people who are bedridden and terminally ill for a very long time? Eventually they will develop this passion for their bodies. This kind of person, like upon death, they are still reborn. Why is it so?
The only way not to be reborn is to have this passion. You totally tired of the world. So if a person